welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my introductory video. I do have other videos already posted, but I thought before I get really started posting a lot of content that it would be good to introduce myself and start out the year like I would a normal classroom, except for I will be virtual. And also I'll be recorded. So while my colleagues from last year are prepping their classes and setting them up for socially distant guidelines that are new, I am getting my classroom ready in a different way. My classroom will be on YouTube. And we'll talk a little bit more about the philosophy of that later. But I am excited for my colleagues that I had that are going back to the classroom full time. And I am also excited for my new adventure. So I am preparing a different classroom that will be online and accessible after hours. I left classroom teaching for many reasons, but mostly because I feel there's a need for students to get help after they leave the classroom. One of the number one things that was always asked by students is that, Mrs. Indall, we would sit down and we follow your notes and we go through all of the different problems and we feel confident when we leave. But then when we get home, it's like we've forgotten everything. So I want to make sure that everything is accessible to those students so that they can access those same lessons after they get home or after they get done with their sports and their job and things like that. This past year and a half has been really tough on student learning, and I just want to help fill those gaps. It's been a tough time for everybody. And so I just feel like this is an important calling for me to do, and I am excited at the new challenge. So the first assignment I always give students every year, and they're always like, you're giving me homework on the first night. But yeah, and sometimes I get it done during class, but it's a letter. I always want to get to know my students, and I'm actually hoping this happens also online on this YouTube channel. If you choose to write me a letter, I will only publish it if you agree to it. But this is what the assignment states. I want 2 paragraphs. I want to know, first paragraph, all about you. So like in my world, I wrote down some things because I knew I would forget, but I love and I teach with coffee. Whoops, wrong side. I always do this wrong. I love, you can see the coffee sign. Anyway, I love and I teach with coffee. It is also one of my props, which helps lead me to, I also am a diehard Seahawk fan. Love the Seahawks, and I love my coffee. This was a teaching prop. So much so that the kids knew, and so they gave me this. That's a lot of coffee. I don't drink out of this because it's my pencil holder now. But anyway, I thought it was pretty funny. Okay, so that's coffee. And then I already told you I'm a diehard Seahawk fan. I'm also a diehard Colorado Rockies fan. And I'm super excited for the Kraken because we are going to be going to a lot of those games. I love the color neon green, which also is tied to the Seahawks, just so you know. I love neon green. I was going to paint that wall back there neon green, but my husband said no. Too much, he thought. I don't know why. I'm also a skier. I love to sing, and I keep looking at my list, so forgive me, but I just don't want to forget anything. I have 4 amazing children, 3 boys and a girl. 2 of them swam. One swam for WSU and the other one swam for the University of Utah. And I also now have 3 grandchildren with a 4th on the way, all boys. I'm waiting for this one to be a girl, but I'll love whichever one comes. So that's what I would tell them. I would give them this whole spiel on the connect, because then I would start to make connections with students and I would get to know them. Well, now I go into the second paragraph, which I would say, please tell me about your math experiences, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's because not every student loves math. And so I wanted to know, are you a student who loves math? Is there an approach a teacher taught you that you really helped you learn? Which one was your favorite? Some love geometry, some love algebra, some don't like either. That's totally okay with me. My job is to help you get the concepts, understand them so that you can move on and experience success. So that pretty much covers my letter. That is all about me, and your assignment is due now. Just kidding. Okay, so now I want to tell you a little bit about my philosophy of what's going to happen with this channel. First of all, I know that a lot of kids need help after hours. I also know a lot of people go and they find tutors. I understand that tutors are expensive, and I will be one of those tutors in our community. But I want to provide an avenue where kids who can't afford tutors can still get that help when they need it when they're at home. And so therefore, if you are someone who has a specific concept or a specific need or don't understand something, you can reach out to me in my videos and I will get back to you. I mean, even if that means I do a quick lesson or a quick problem solving on an app I use called Explain Everything, I will do that and I will send it to you. And there's no charge for that. I just want to make sure kids have access to the information they need, because I truly, truly want students to have their gaps filled from the last couple of years. But I also want them to experience success at math. It's a huge thing for me to be able to help as much as I can. So I will also be posting curriculums, lessons, and the curriculum I'm going to be posting will be CPM right now, because that's the curriculum that was being taught in the school when I left. So I'll be posting CPM, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Cal lessons. And then I will also be posting information from the Parent Resource Guide to help parents if they need a little bit more explanation on some of the skills, because there's a lot of truth to the saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I know that if I wasn't looking at something for a long period of time, I wouldn't necessarily remember it. So I'm there to support the parents as well who want to help their students. I will also be posting select solutions for the review and preview homework assignments. And I don't say all of them, because I know there's some websites out there that'll give all the answers, and some of them will even give the solutions, and kids are really good at writing it down and taking it in and turning it in and say, look what I did. And then the teacher doesn't know, you don't understand it until there's some sort of assessment. I will be giving some help on some of those. So let's say one of the questions has 6 parts to it. I will take a look at that, and if there's 1 or 2 that I think are going to be tricky, those are the ones that I will address, and I will post those so students have an understanding. But again, I want you to know you can access me by sending comments on that video to me, and I will be looking at those and getting back to you. Of course, I will only publish them if you want me to, and then at the same time, I won't be publishing any that are inappropriate. So if you think you're going to be tricky, I've already flagged all of them to not be published until I look at them. So I hope I make this my full-time job. And the reason I say that is because there's nothing been more fun in my life, other than my family, than teaching math. I really, really enjoy it. And I love teaching computer science, and I will get around to that. But right now I'm focusing on math. I want to monetize this channel, which is one of the reasons why I said, I can help with the tutoring costs by helping online, but I need people to subscribe and I need people to watch. So that's my hope. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours. I don't know how long that's going to take, but any help, or, if you're really, really interested, that'd be awesome. Okay. Take care, and thanks for watching. Bye.